Hey, what's up guys, I'm Pieter from Various Arts Media, and last Sunday me and Glenn joined up to go and see Sabaton at the Lotto Arena. I'm here to tell you all about it, but first of all, let me point out that I'm a huge Sabaton fan, so I might be a bit biased about it, but I'll try to do my best to be honest. Now, it wouldn't be fair to only talk about Sabaton, since the opening acts deserve some attention as well. First up, Twilight. I had never heard of this band before, and they hadn't been announced on the Lotto Arena website, so this gig came as quite a surprise to me. We were also in a little late, so I didn't see their entire set, which is actually pretty unfortunate. This is a Swedish band that brings fantasy-based power metal. It's not always easy judging a live performance if you don't know any songs, since it's not easy to know what they sound like on the album, but I like this band and will definitely be searching for more of them. I like their energy, their technical skills and the vocals. My only issue with them I could muster up is that even though I get they're going for the whole epic look with the outfits, something didn't quite add up just yet. I think they need just a bit more tweaking, although Arendir looked really cool. They've also still got some growing to do on a live maturity level, but it's got a lot of potential. Next up was Accept, and first of all, how awesome does it have to feel if you're Sabaton and these guys are your support act? Just about every metal fan is happy to see Accept, and the Lotto Arena crowd was no exception. Now, the thing with Accept is that you're always about 90% sure of what gig you're gonna get, in the sense that they never disappoint, but they will usually not surpass your expectations. Some of that 10 extra percent, however, was in the room last Sunday. From the first second, you could see that this band was hyped and ready to go. Mark Tornillo's voice was on par right from the start, but the guy that stole the show for the full length of this gig was Wolf Hoffman. Having been with the band for just over 40 years now, this lead guitar player is the perfect example of continuous fun on stage. He had the audience in his palm of his hand from start until finish. With all their experience, this is a band that makes very little mistakes in their music, and out of the 4 or maybe 5 times I've seen him, this might just have been the best one yet. And then on to what we came for, Sabaton. Hyping the audience up with their version of In the Army now, they got the audience singing even before they got on stage. This was followed by the usual entrance and of course Ghost Division, so we were all set for an evening of jumping our asses off. However, unlike what I'm used to after seeing them for about 9 times, the start of this gig wasn't as powerful as normal. I don't know if it had something to do with the fact that 2 new songs followed each other, or the fact that Joachim's voice didn't quite get through as good as it normally does, but something kind of slowed down a bit after Ghost Division. My guess is it was a little of both. Not everyone seemed as accustomed with the new material, and Joachim sounded a bit sick when talking to the audience. A great solution to the first problem, however, was putting the lyrics to the choruses on screens behind him, so most people got back to singing along quite fast. After a less impressive start, we got to know their new guitar player, Tommy Johansson. This intermezzo plus the grass pop announcement and the beginning of Swedish Pagans got the crowd riled up again. However, the same thing seemed to happen again, as the following songs got a small part of the crowd slowing down again, although Joachim's voice seemed to start getting back to its normal quality. After a while, the part of the crowd that had slowed down began to pick up the pace again, and then came the reason I never check set lists of tours beforehand. Because I was greatly surprised to hear the acoustic version of The Final Solution, which was first of all utterly beautiful, and secondly reminded me of how painful the meaning of this song actually is. Following this sensitive moment, all hell broke loose as Sabaton switched to a higher gear with fast songs like Night Witches and Resist and Bite. This time I saw no one slowing down again as everybody went all out. Ending on hard but not as fast, this was exactly what the crowd needed and wanted at that time. And for the encore, Sabaton had prepared the perfect set, the greatest of their songs to jump, dance and party to, Primo Victoria, Shiroyama, which is on the new album, and To Hell and Back. The crowd went nuts for these last few songs, which were performed spot on, a great end to a great night. So in conclusion, this was not the best Sabaton gig I have ever seen. However, it is very noticeable how much they have grown on a musical perspective and how mature they have become while still enjoying themselves the entire night. This is still a must-see band.